All right, this is the Eldorado M60 1.25" by 30" stroke twin spindle gun drilling machine. Each spindle is independently operated.
They are. Yep. You can take a cursory walk around here. Both sides are symmetrical. They're identical, but so you got the operator's panel, spindle, variable speed drive up on top here for the spindle, which we've got clocked in at RPM, so you can read the RPM right off the spindle. We'll do that in a little bit in manual. Electric panel down here with the transformer. On this side down here, that's the drive for the counter rotation, right there. And up through here is you've got your well, we can hit these right away, I guess. You've got the steady rests, and you've got chucking here. So here's a steady rest right away. So you can kind of see how those work. And as long as we're up here, I can do the chucking. And if you got the angle here, this is air over oil hydraulics. Yeah, let me get on the other side here. I got it set real low at 30 pounds. We're not hitting anything, so it works kind of nice. And as long as we're down here, we can go over to the manual right away on the counter rotation, which I think is, which way jog is this way. You can jog these, which also work automatically off this drive. I think it's set for 55 hertz, so yeah, 55. It's almost full speed there, so whatever you want to put it at, really. It's a frequency drive. Oh, looks nice. And if you notice that oil coming out over there, I've got the big Beezer oilers turned up, and that's extra 20% because this thing's been sitting for a while to dry. Basically, we're getting oil to here, we get mist out of. Oil right here for the chuck, we're getting mist out of there. And we also, of course, get it up in the spindle box here too. When you walk around the back, you'll see some of that floating out. So all three areas get oil off the Beezers all the time. So when we walk around, I'll point those out. So as we're coming around, same thing on this side. Up high, if you want to get this, here's the steady rests again. I can do those right away, yeah, from that angle. So, and likewise with the chucks. Going back, spring loaded. Yep. That all works really good. And right back here again, jog off of this drive. It's two different drives, but they both work, which is this guy here. So you see that going off and on. Set it off. There we go. So that's the manual aspect of those three for air, pneumatics, and hydraulics. That all works. And backing around here, same thing, control panel over this way. Spindle, well, number 2 I'll call it, but up in the box here. You see all that pretty good here. The door's back. And again, frequency drive, Allen Bradley Power Flex for the spindle. Showing RPM currently. And don't worry about all this. This is all for the high pressure coolant system, just all kind of hanging out, hoses, electrical, all ties into the cabinet that we've got sitting at the other end of the bay there. Down low here, if you get any kind of an angle, if you want to start bottom to top, that is the air over oil booster pump with the regulator, and there's the Haskell pump over there, the pneumatic pump, which you hear kicking in every once in a while. So that thing holds pressure all the time. As you come up high, you got the 2 main Beezer units that are on right now. Air pressure on both of them. Got them at 30, 40, I think, pounds. And you can kind of see how smoky this all is up in here, but we're misting up. Like I said, we're misting the spindle bearings up because we haven't run them for a little while, so let them get good and moist. That's all this unit back here. Fanuc drives, of course, for the feed system, and there's the spindle belt way up in front there. If you can see through the oil fog there, yeah. And coming back around, when you're done, you see the screws pretty good from there?
Yeah, and the ways look good.
Yeah, the ways, yeah, the box ways. Flow minders, of course, on each side. You know, pretty standard stuff there. Yeah, and the ways up here. In fact, while you're there, I can start playing around in manual right away, too. So I can come forward and reverse. Let's see if I can just forward, reverse. And this is our total stroke right here. So we'll do this automatically in a second. And if I want to go farther back, I just hit change tool speed, which that would send it all the way back. And back
Send it all the way back, would you? Just to...
well, how far back? I don't know where I'm at with the rear limit. I've never, yeah, I mean, it's pretty far back. And then coming forward again, like I said, see that one's smoking pretty good too. So we got good oil coming up on the spindle boxes. So I'm gonna take it all the way to full depth when this light comes on. There's full depth, and then back to head retracted. We need that to run an auto cycle. What else we got? Oh, we can do test oil. Here's test oil, and it won't come on, of course, because the relay's in the other panel. RPM we can do right now. I don't know where I left it at, but that is right around, we can look at the RPM, we're right around 700. Now we just dial this up wherever we want, 8,000. It just goes right on up. 2,000. Not bad. 16. And we'll leave it, we'll just leave it right there. In fact, let's just shut it off and run an auto cycle. Let's just test there. I'm at 6.0 per minute, 6 inches per minute, 6.0. Let's reset and go into auto and hit cycle start. And are we all the way back? Head is retracted. What else do we need to do here? Oh, we need to chuck up. This thing wants to see this thing chucked. Yeah. There's an air pressure switch on there. That should give a cycle start. Let's see if I got it now. There it is. Times out for 3 seconds, and then it feeds in, which is all standard Eldorado. You see the feed meter working down here. It's barely moving. It's only about a 4-inch stroke. What I could do again is just jack that up maybe to a faster feed off the thumb wheel here. I went from 60 to 160, so we just more than doubled it right there. And I'm just going to hit cycle start again. We'll be moving along at a pretty good clip probably. 3-second timeout, and now we're moving fast, just to see the difference. That all works well. Which of course you can do in manual too, by the way. You've got jog feed, so I can just feed that thing at my preset speed right here. See? And then just send it back home again. And if you want to come, yeah, that's it. Oh, I don't know if you caught this on there. Was that running? Let's see. Let's see if that should have come on. If I flip it over to auto and hit cycle start again, there we go. Yeah, that's all going. I forgot to even check that. And we're feeding forward at the same time. There we go. Go play with the other side maybe a little bit. Once again, in manual, we can jog this thing forward or back. Go back forward again. That's feed forward. That's 60. I had them both set the same. And let's go forward rapid. Get it back on the dog. So we'll check the spindle out on this one. Forward, back to the retract switch. Start the spindle in manual, which is continuous. I get them all mixed up. They're exactly opposite. Forward, change feed, oil test. There's oil test. That's on for the high pressure. And here's RPM. I don't know where I left it. Let's see. A little over 1,000. Yeah. 1,011. I'll wait till you get back on there. That's 11. I can do whatever you want. It's 1,200. I can call it out. It's 15. 2,000, that gets up there. 27, back down. We'll leave it about 1,000 or so. Just, like I said, we haven't run them in yet. We got that oil going up in there, so that's good. Maybe right around 1,000. That's good. So shut that off. And we already did the manual on that. Let's flip this over to auto. We'll do a couple cycles. Just leave that in auto. See if that all comes on. Yeah, let's reset. Get into auto. We're good there. Continuous spindle is off. It'll shut off with the cycle. Let's go with cycle start. Let's go with, is that chucked up? No, I forgot this one too. You gotta leave that on. Tricycle start again. And everything's running. There's our feed at 60 again. Like I said, we could do another one at 260. We'll dial up the thumb wheel a little bit. I'm just going to go up 100. I'm going to go 26 inches, from 6 inches per minute to 26 inches per minute. Zip right along here. Now we're drilling. Yeah, that part's done. I'm going to take it back down to 60. Do you want to get anything from the rear? I can run a cycle or two if you like from the back side, and I can do both sides for you. This can close up a little bit maybe. And I can slow it down to 4. And here's this one. A little bit slower feed. Here's the other one. And stay back on that. We do have one set of electrical drawings that go with the machine, and that's pretty much it. So, for what it's worth, the electric panels are both all temped in down here. I'm currently wired 480 on this machine too.
480.
480 volts. And that's pretty much it on that one. Kill that.